Back with Humboldt All-Axess. Pleasure to be joined by Brielle Wilson. Thanks for coming by. And congratulations off the Schneid. The Jacks got that W. Had to feel good. Take me through it. Why the ladies were successful, and just the feeling of joy, I imagine, afterwards.
It was definitely a really good game. We had a really good start in that game, honestly. Definitely a little rough in the middle, but we really banded together and came back and got our first win, which was really exciting. And it really just showed a lot of growth throughout our whole team to be able to come back from being down and still fight our way to make it.
Yeah, it's got to feel good because you guys have been right there so many times.
Yes.
What do you think was the difference to push through and get that taste when it was said and done?
I mean, honestly, we've just been working on getting 1% better every day, and I feel like that 1% has begun to add up and finally make a difference in our playing.
And it's got to feel good as a young team, young nucleus coming together and building, and it's got to give you confidence, I assume?
Yes, definitely. We're going to need to remember that feeling of winning and take that forward into our next few games.
And with that said, from an X's and O's standpoint, what do you think the ladies did as a team under Coach Spoya's direction to, make the difference?
I think we really have finally begun to apply everything we've been working on in practice and just listen to what Ange is saying and apply it in our games and be able to take it under those pressure situations and still be able to work through it.
What's the transition been like for this new team? So many young faces just adjusting to not only the time and effort and the ability that goes into playing at this next level, but also just the X's and O's wise, and maybe going from 101 to 202 and stepping things up in those classes and levels.
I think just learning how to play next to each other with such a new team has been really important for us, and I think everyone on this team has a lot of skill, but I think being able to mesh together well and apply it together is what has been making a really big difference.
All right, tell me about what it's life as a setter in college volleyball. I mean, is that like the quarterback of the team, or I hate to sound like a novice, but talk to us newbies and let us know, your role and maybe things people wouldn't understand or know about the setting position.
Honestly, I think the quarterback analogy is pretty good. It's definitely just a lot of knowing your teammates and be able to run the team in a good way to make your own team successful and make everyone else look good.
I was gonna say that's gonna be fun, setting your teammates up, right? And what do they do to make you look good?
Honestly, they get a kill, that means I get an assist, so it's a two-way street.
What's the key to a good set?
Honestly, it's all about placement and timing and just knowing your hitters and being able to know how to make them the most successful. And
is it something you knew as a young lady that you wanted to do, and how many hours I mean, you can't get enough, but I imagine it took a while to master that craft, and it's got to be fun now to just be able to use it. Yeah,
I definitely knew from a young age I wanted to be a setter. It's a certain art that not everyone has, the setting hands, and I think from a young age I really wanted to embrace that and become a setter.
All right, Lady Jack's got a great opportunity, 4 straight home games.
Yes.
Tell us about, what you expect for the 4 games, because obviously you want to put some more W's under your belt, and tell us about the opponents.
I think our preparation is going to be key to these next few games, really doing our homework on them and knowing what we can do to be most successful. And also just having the home crowd is going to be really great to be home.
Yeah, it's got to be nice. So what is it like when you're in front of a loud home crowd? I mean, what would you say to the fans who are watching this and trying to figure out when these 4 nights pop up, why they need to come out and celebrate the Jacks and root you on?
It definitely does make a huge difference in our energy, and just being able to embrace the crowd and know all of our supporters are there behind us is really what helps put on that pressure to make us most successful.
All right, Brielle, another Eastern Washington girl on this team. I've talked to some of your teammates between Liberty Lake and Spokane. Tell us about just your journey of connecting with Coach Spoya, and then of course decided to make that journey down to the North Coast.
Honestly, I had known Ange since she was coaching at Eastern Washington, and I already had that connection then. And when she moved here, I really loved the place. And when she recruited me, I was like, of course I want to go here.
What draws you to Coach Spoya? Because I keep hearing the same thing for the girls. It's just that relationship, or I think it was Ronnie talked about. Seeing how she was with her other players, I'm like, okay, I want to be a part of this. I love that player-coach relationship. What is special about it?
I think, honestly, she's just a really good coach, and she has a lot of really good volleyball knowledge, but also good relationships with all of her players, and she knows how to push us to be the best we can be.
All right, I know it was young once, and it's hard to see out, 2-3 years you're thinking about right now, but with this young core nucleus, a coach that you guys love, do you sit back at times and think, hey, we can do something special here and put something together and, literally build a program and have a run?
Yeah, definitely good optimism of a like that kind of mentality is important for these young programs because we don't really know where we can take us with this, and everyone's new to each other, but being optimistic, hopefully we can find our way.
All right, Brielle, what are you majoring in? And when you're not on campus, either setting up your teammates or studying, of course, what do you like to do?
Right now I'm a mathematics major, and I'm thinking about a computer science minor. I want to be a teacher in the future. Right now, I don't know. I really love the Humboldt area. We love the beach. We love going on hikes, and there's just a lot to do around here, and it's really cool.
All right, love that you're going to be a teacher. America,
Yes.
we are in good hands. The future is looking bright. Brielle Wilson, appreciate it so much for coming by. Good luck on the 4-game homestand.
Thank you.
We're back with more Humboldt All-Axess after this.